Hi everyone, welcome back to the Dr. Sia channel. In the video here today, we're going to be talking about yet another form of trauma bonding that I have coined carer bonding. Let's get started. Now, if you haven't seen my other videos on on trauma bonding, go ahead and check them out. They should be in this playlist, including me describing just attachment and trauma bonding and what it is to begin with. Now, so what is carer bonding? Well, carer bonding is a form of bonding that occurs for a person, is a form of way that they latch onto or bond with another person, typically a romantic partner, through the idea that I can only be with you if I can be your carer. That the only way, reason that you would have me is if I am a caretaker of you. And if I'm not a caretaker of you, then there's no reason that you would look at me, want to love me, nurture me, be with me, connect with me, stay with me. Why would you? There's nothing about me per se that people would like other than what I can do, other than how I can care for them. So this person is standing here saying, I need you to, in a sense, have some form of unwellness so that I can care for you. And in that role, you will stay with me forever. Because if there's something wrong with you, something ill with you, something sick with you, then you're going to stay with me, right? Then you're not going to leave me because you wouldn't leave me, because you can't leave me, because no one else would take care of you. Not the way I would. Alternatively, on this side, the person could be having two kind of different dynamics. One could be the dynamic that they also care for the other person. Yes, I have all these things that need taken care of, and you have all those things that need taken care of. You take care of the things that I need to be taken care of, and I'll take care of your things. Alternatively, and that sounds more like codependency and so on and so forth. But then there is another version here that could happen that specifically highlights the carer syndrome, is this person then could stay unwell. This person then in turn could believe that they have to be unwell. So this person could be having that kind of sickly bonding that I've talked about in another video. I must be sick. If I am sick, then you will take care of me. It's the only way that anyone would want to be with me. If I'm sick and hurt and harmed and low and decrepit and whatever, you're going to want to be with me, because why would you ever want to be with a strong, healthy, capable, competent, autonomous, fulfilling human being? No one would want to be with a person like that, but with a sick person, you would want to be with. So when we look at it, what is the attachment, where does attachment come into this carer, if you will, bonding? Well, the child that care bonds to other people in their dating life and so on and so forth would not have had any real attention as a person. They would never really have been considered for their humanity. There would have been very little occasions where the parent would have said things like, oh, honey, you're so great. You're just so lovely. You're just so fantastic. There's just something about you as a person that we just love. The parent wouldn't have successfully separated between the child caring of them, caring for them, and the child's ability to just be an independent and autonomous person. So in that sense, the child would only get reinforced or get the love or get some attention whenever they were able to successfully be a carer of their own parents. Alternatively, it could be that the person here is experiencing some form of bonding through their parent, the sick one, that the parent needed them to be sick. The parent pushed sickness onto them, pushed illness onto them, pushed onto them a sense that you are unwell. And when you are unwell, my attention towards you increases. But when you're well, my attention towards you decreases. And in that sense, the child kind of learns in a Munchausen by proxy-esque way to be sick, to be unwell. It's as though if I am well, I lose my mom, I lose my dad. So I'm going to stay unwell because the only way that I can have them in my life is to be unwell. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something from it. Now, if you, your patients, or anyone you know actually have this carer bonding going on, you can mention that to them. You can say, do you notice that it's kind of like you bond through a role of being a carer? What's up with that? Do you want to look at that? Does that cause a problem for you? Now, if it's a friend or something, you could just drop that seed. Say, hey, it seems like you're always the carer in your relationships, or often you're the carer in your relationships. You don't have to do much more than that. Just plant that seed. And then, over time, that seed might get watered. They might come back to you and go, hey, 2 years ago, you mentioned to me that I'm kind of always the carer. And I'm kind of noticing that's been a huge thing. What can I do about that? And maybe then, if they're open to that, it's kind of go, hey, therapy. Or they might do that the next day. They might come back and go, hey, yeah, you're absolutely right. I was the carer. What do I do about that? Well, therapy, Or they might say it straight away. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I need to go to therapy. And then maybe you can say something like, so, do you need help with that? Or can I help? Can I help facilitate that for you somehow? Here's a number, give it a call, book yourself in. Anyway, that's my advice for that. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you comment and let me know what you think about this carer bonding or about all of these bondings that I'm coining, that I'm terming here. And I'm doing it to kind of be helpful, I suppose, because if we have terminology that we can use around them, then we can look at the specifics. So anyway, let me know, and I'll see you again for the next one.